Welcome back to another episode of, do I look over there? I don't know. Welcome back to another episode, guys. I'm here with,
Restart.
oh, sorry. Do I look at the camera? Is that the point? I don't know.
I would maybe look just for welcome
For the welcome. Welcome back, guys, to another episode and the first video, well, official video episode in the podcast studio. I'm here with a very special guest, Jess. For the people that don't know who you are, but they should, give them a little intro. Who are you? What do you do?
It's Jess Hugo.
What a slay.
No, okay, that is actually just my Instagram handle. I am a personal trainer, nutritionist, and I have my own podcast, but we'll talk about it later.
Oh, you have to plug that.
I don't need to plug it at the start, you know? But excited to be in the studio, guys.
I just realized this is my first, I want to say first official guest episode because the first one I did, oh my God, sorry, I need to learn to turn my phone off. The first one I did was like over the internet and I just, it's not the same vibe as having someone face to face.
But we've done one together.
We have.
Yeah.
But also first episode in the studio, which I'm really excited about. So
if you're not watching the video, watch the video.
Please get on and watch the video.
She's a slay.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. All right, let's jump in. We're going to talk content today because I feel Jess does, for anyone that doesn't know, Jess does content really, really well. She's got
This is crazy.
1 billion TikTok followers. Her Instagram is popping off. But every time I open the app, I'm just seeing her face, her name. And I'm like,
is that a bad
this
thing?
girl is on it. Like, so let's go back to the start, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, have you done content prior to your business?
Not really. Okay, this
okay.
is so funny. I know I briefly told you this the other day, but when I was like 12, I would go and make I had a Tumblr Instagram. It was literally called like Cotton with like a H. I bet you could still look it up. I bet it still exists. It had like 10,000 plus followers. It was such a big deal. I would post like Tumblr style photos, some that weren't mine. Yeah. Then I started getting really into it. Mind you, I'm like literally 12, year 6 at school. Like this is crazy. And it was the era of like Kik.
Yeah.
So then we would like join in Kik group chats and all like follow each other and stuff like that. And it was just freaking crazy. Then I like begged my dad to get me a Canon. I don't even know where that man sourced that from. We then had a family camera vibe, but it wasn't like a big deal of like, I'm taking you to the shops and we're like picking out some shitty Kmart camera. You know what I mean? Like he actually got me a Canon. It just appeared in the house one day and I was like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Thanks, Dad. We love.
I know. It's making me sound like really sport. That energy. I don't even know where that man sourced it from. Maybe he already had it. I was 12, okay?
If I just a little bit of like validation, my dad had a bunch of cameras too. Not a Canon, he had some other DSLR.
Yeah.
Just appeared.
They just
and I'm like, can
shit.
I borrow it? And he's like, yeah, for sure. Had like a point and shoot. Like mum had a couple. I'm like, where did we get? Anyway, that's where my obsession from tech has clearly come from. But like, it just appears.
My dad is just like that type of guy that will like randomly get something and then it would just like, we'll just have an amount of stuff. And I'm like, where has this come from? Like he literally, I don't know. I guess they just filled whatever my hobbies and interests were. Like he was buying me a Kindle when I was younger and whatever. And I'm like, that is crazy. Like now that I think about that. Anyway, and then I started taking Tumblr style photos with like random products. I'm not even kidding. I found like some discount bralettes at like, you remember when
influencer?
Yeah. It was like faceless, but do you remember when like bralettes were like a really big thing with like the lace, like the bandeaus and stuff?
Like triangle.
Yes.
Yep.
I got like Kmart style ones and I was like taking photos of them and they're like pink and purple and I was like taking them with the Canon, getting my sister involved. It was like a big deal. I had heaps of followers on it. Don't look it up now.
That's insane.
Because I don't know how many are now.
Yeah, I kind of want to.
But the account still exists. But like obviously this was like 10 plus years ago. So people have like it's not active anymore. I don't know. I think I made it private. Eventually people definitely started kind of like making fun of it at school when I was like, this is like so awkward and uncomfy. But I feel like it started there.
Yeah.
And then I started working at other places and then I'd always want to like fix things. I'd be like, you could do so much better on your Instagram. You could like, I don't know, grow this and that. And like I even do it now with like my partner's work. I'm just like, oh my God, they need an Instagram. They could get clientele from Instagram. So I feel like I've always been like, if you have shit marketing, I'm not interested in your product. I'm not interested in your 100%. Cafe, like whatever. Today, literally went to the cafe that had cold foams. Like I want you to like, I want what I want. If you have a shit Instagram, you're not posting what you have, not
How do you know
purchasing
though, also?
From you.
Do you know, like if you're not posting on Instagram, how do I know you exist?
Yeah.
I think too, demographic obviously matters, right? But like when we are in a day and age where social media is so prevalent, it is hard to be a business owner that's like, I don't want to post on socials. Like, sorry, you kind of have to. And if that means get your staff to do it because you're shit at it, so be it.
And you can always start like small. Like literally with that, it was so random. As I said, it was faceless, which I don't think would fly in 2026. But
True.
I think it is not hard to, if you have a product, get your product out there in some form. You don't always need to be like face on and whatever. But if you don't want to be creative and you want to be like shutting down socials, your business isn't going to last.
Yeah.
And that is literally what happened at a gym I used to work with.
Really?
Or work at.
Yeah.
We had a socials. They had one of our reception girls kind of doing it, which I think you can't split your time. You need to like actually put some energy into it. And she would just post like kind of Canva templates. And this is like not her fault. Like this is what she got told to do. She's not a social media girl. And no one cared. No one wants to go on a gym page and see educational content that's like a Canva template. I want to see, what does the gym look like? I want to see, what are the members doing? What is the vibe of the members? Like how old are they? Like age range? Like I want to gauge all of that before I actually go there.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so then where was the transition from Tumblr, Instagram, obviously other jobs in between and school and whatever, to then, you know what, I want to start my own business?
I feel like it had nothing to do with me being good at content. Am I good at content? I don't know. I feel like it was just, I didn't want to work for these gyms anymore when they wouldn't take on my advice. So like, for example, with that gym, I'd be like, I think, you know, it'd be really cool if we did content in the gym of people training in the gym so we can see like who's kind of in there. I think it'd be really, really cool if you introduced like a strength training class, because they did obviously classes and stuff. Yeah. So many women want to get in the gym. They want to strength train. They don't know where to start. They don't know what they're doing. Yeah. Then they'll go to a class. It will be like HIIT. And then they like have this terrible relationship of like, oh, I need to do HIIT training to lose weight. I hate HIIT training. It's so high intensity. I get injured, whatever, because let's be honest, all of them are like so quick that you're doing the form wrong. You're getting injured, right? And then I was like, we need to do a strength class, get the girls on the floor, learning how to train on the floor, like, and be comfortable to come in on their own. Yeah. We need to do this. We need to do that. Didn't want to take on any of the advice. And I was like, even when I worked at another gym, they were like a bit more, I guess they had their own brand already. I was like, let's bring in like, not elite subs, but someone like a supplement company. Let's do like a tasting. Let's get the members on the board. Let's get discount codes going on, whatever. Oh no, we can't work with other brands. Like we only work with our brand, blah, blah, blah. Really closed off. Yeah. After I left, they had elite subs there or someone there. And
they
I was
went,
like,
she gave us great ideas.
Like,
let's implement.
Excuse me, you told me that you couldn't. And then now you do. Yeah. So everyone that wants to like be really closed off, I'm just like, I can't grow here because you don't even want to do anything that like I'm suggesting, which I'm nobody. Like I was just a receptionist. I was just a PT, whatever, but take on my advice.
But equally, I think when you are someone that is of a younger demographic, if you will, that understands social media, that understands like the differences that businesses need to stand out in a current sort of climate. Yeah. Listen to those people. And like, you don't have to take on everything. You might think like, you know what, the business owner knows best and potentially, but like it doesn't hurt to try, right? Yeah. Okay, so cool. So we're at this point where we're fed up with all of these gyms not listening to the advice. Was there a moment in time where you were like, fuck this, no one's going to listen to me, I'm just going to do it myself? Or were you already doing your online?
Kind of got the point that they weren't going to implement anything I said. So I did start doing my own content. Yeah. It definitely, let's just set the scene. It's like 2022. So it definitely was just kind of like random little reels, like in the gym, workouts with like not even a voiceover or not even like a mic'd up. It was literally just like trending this sound. Is what I'm doing. Here's like my workout, whatever. Very like low effort. But I think also I didn't understand social media as much then. Yeah. And it's obviously changed so much and whatever, but it was even before the time of like people doing mic'd up sessions and stuff like that. I was like, I'm just going to start posting. It was definitely so low quality, low effort, like didn't have a strategy going on. But I just like started putting stuff out there because I was like, I need to be seen so that I can leave this fucking place and start my online business.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I love that. I think too, like people are afraid of being seen. So for you to go the opposite and be like, you know what, I need to be seen because that's the way it's going to grow. Yeah. Is so like such a good example for people. And like they can take a leaf out of your book and be like, oh, you know what, I should do that.
I honestly feel like I'm fueled by like nastiness. Like anytime someone is kind of mean to me or like says something, does something, I'm like, watch me. Weirdly, it motivates me even more.
I feel like too, if you're getting people that are nasty or they're jealous or they're making those comments, like you're doing something right.
The fact that I was getting them at 13 years old just having a red hot crack posting like Tumblr stuff.
No one doing better than you.
No,
is
they
making
were
those
like
comments.
just jealous because I had followers and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's like was such a rage when you're 12. Oh my God,
Yeah.
how does she have like 10,000 followers?
Yeah.
Obviously it was not a big deal at all, but like they thought it was such a big deal. So then they had to make comments and make fun of me and whatever. And it's actually funny because at the time I didn't even have like 3G. Like I had just like a Samsung phone. I had like just enough credit to like text and call my family, like if it was an emergency. But these people like had 4G, had service, like would pull up my Instagram. I was like, so what?
Yeah.
Like you're actually such a loser. I literally don't even have 4G. I can't even go on my thing in the day and you're acting like it's the biggest thing ever. Like I actually just did it for fun.
So
and that's why the whole time I just kind of do it fun. But anytime I find myself getting a bit like, not complacent, but like chilling a bit. Yeah. If someone says something, does something, comments something, I'm just like, I'm just going to go tenfold. Like you've actually just triggered me to work harder.
Oh my God. That's such a good attitude.
And that's why my content is everywhere. If you see me like really posting on TikTok and really like, it's because someone said something and I'm like, oh my God, idea.
That's such a good attitude.
I feel like it's just my brain.
Do you think that you've ever had like moments where you've let those comments get to you though?
Not really. And it's not like I've had like a lot of hate.
No.
Like I haven't experienced like a bunch of hate, but I've had people comment things about my weight, my this, my that. And I'm just like, ugh, like who are you? You're just like literally posting from an anonymous account. If anything, honestly, yeah, maybe it's toxic. It just motivates me. I'm like, I'm just going to keep posting. You have an issue, I'm going to keep talking. And people actually, I find the people that say that stuff, it's like because they think it's about them or they feel inferior to whatever it is. Because recently I posted a TikTok about like qualifications, like you shouldn't be an online coach if you have no qualifications. You've never been in like a gym. You haven't experienced anything just because you've lost weight yourself. Like that's not a rite of passage to go whatever. Do
just because you did it doesn't mean you can help others do it.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
I made a TikTok about it. I don't even know if you saw this, but someone thought it was about them. And I was like, honestly,
somebody that you know, or
I don't like know her, but she did like kind of follow me in the past and like had talked to me. She got like posted about on like tea time for her, like I don't even know. So I just like messaged her. I was like, hope you're okay, whatever. Like I was actually being nice to her. So I don't know why she thought it was about her. But anyway, if it was just about her, we would not have these problems. Unfortunately, there's so many people doing that.
Yeah,
right?
it's such a common thing.
Yeah, honestly, anytime I have an opinion now, I just like whip out my phone and like just start filming a TikTok. Like you'll see me like eating my lunch, making a TikTok. Like my hair's like messy. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like not messy. I feel like I've never gone messy, but like, you know what I mean? Like I just on the fly, we'll talk for a minute, no edits, no cuts, like boom, upload it type thing. Anyway, I mentioned that like, you know, you haven't worked in the gym, blah, 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 everything I just said. And then she was like, is this about me? Like commenting it. This video is like gone pretty viral. Like pretty big influencers were like liking it, resharing, commenting. Like it was pretty wild seeing like some of like big Australian influencers in there. I was like, okay, like this is crazy that they're like, not that I'm ever like fueled by that, but you know what I mean? I'm like pretty crazy that like influencers are silently agreeing with me.
It's nice validation.
Yes, it was just like, anyway, this girl then stitched it because I hadn't replied to her comment and was like, oh, like I've talked to Jess before. Like I think this is about me. But honestly, like if your content's not repelling someone, it's not doing its job.
100%. Your content needs to like spark emotion, whether that's anger, happiness, sadness, hello, it's doing its job if you're triggering someone.
And I literally was like, this has nothing to do with
also,
you. But you're guilty. If the shoe
I was
fits.
just going to say that. A good indicator that like if you are feeling that type of way, obviously it's probably because you're doing whatever, like she's doing whatever you have said in that video.
Exactly what I was saying. Like the only reason people ever are triggered by my content is that, they're feeling guilty. They're doing something wrong. So yeah, she definitely reacted to that. And I was like, interesting. So yeah, it doesn't bother me.
I love that. Have you always been that way? You've always been that way.
I just feel like everyone always feels the need to like copy everyone and like worry about everyone else. I've just never cared. I've just always had a creative brain. I've always had like my own opinions and I'm going to share them.
That's so good.
And like sometimes I'll be like, oh, like don't want to like offend anyone or whatever. But like, again, you can't please everyone.
No way.
Otherwise you can't share your opinion. And I think that's what stops so many people from like building their business, posting content, because they're so worried about what everyone's going to think.
The other thing too is if you don't have an opinion, you really don't stand for anything.
Yeah.
Right? You don't care for anything. You don't, or like, it's that thing of, how do I phrase it? Like you're not for or against something. You're just neutral. You're just middle ground.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that you need to go out and ruffle feathers with your opinion, but it's like if you have an opinion, people know that you care about whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
So you should be sharing that.
And I think the only time you're going to feel off about your opinion is if it's not yours.
Yeah.
And if
or it's not entirely truthful.
Yeah. If you're like, yeah, just making up shit to get attention, like that's
Yeah.
not going to do well. But if you're actually just speaking off the cuff, like as I said, this video went so well. I just spoke for a minute talking about my opinion on it and everyone saw it.
Yeah.
So,
and people are always going to, like you said, can't please everyone. They're either going to agree or disagree. So you're always going to get people that are like, is this about me? No, I don't agree with that. That can't be true. Blah, 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 blah. But you're getting your opinion out there. You're getting people talking. You're getting engagement. It's good for you. And
at the end of the day, I don't want someone to inquire with me for coaching and think that I'm very soft and like going to let them get away with their shit. Absolutely. I have the balance of it all, but you should be able to tell like I'm quite direct. Yeah. So like if you can't handle directness, like I'm not the coach for you in like a loving way though. Like I literally had a client message me today, like, you know, you call me out when I need to, but then you like support me and like back me and like kind of pull me out of my shit when you need. So there's like that duality of it. But I also think if you see my TikTok and then think I'm going to like hold your hand the whole way, there's confusion. So if I don't want to show up as someone, I'm not.
No. And I think too, you don't want to have a difference between how you are and how you coach, because if someone's like, wow, Jess is so direct, and then they come in and you're just like patting them on the head and like giving them a cuddle every day, it's like, oh, she's so different to how I thought she would be.
Yeah.
Like there's a mismatch. It doesn't really add up. But if they're looking at that, be like, she's so direct. I need that. I need like tough love sometimes, but I also need compassion.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what they get when they come in, which is so good.
Which is why content feels easy, because I'm not.
You're being yourself.
I'm not trying to be someone I'm not.
That is the best. Everyone needs to take a leaf out of your book, because I think people find it so hard to share their personality online. Like you just have to be yourself, right? Whip out the phone and just have it. Yeah. If that's what you like to do.
Yeah.
If you want the full production, like, and that's your vibe, like do it, but like still make it you.
And there's obviously different versions of me on like different apps. Like my TikTok is very like unpolished, off the cusp, like whatever. And sometimes I will make the most random video, not thinking anything of it, and it like really like performs. And I'm just like, okay, we really care that I don't have milk on a Friday. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like the most random
Would you say then, do you have like a method, or like obviously TikTok is more unpolished and unfiltered, so I'm assuming that's a lot more off the cuff, but do you have a method? Is there a method to the madness? Do you follow some sort of like framework? I must post on Wednesdays, Fridays, and what is the recipe to your content, if you will?
I try to post on TikTok like every day. Don't hold me to it lately. I've been slacking. But I try to just at least get one video out just to keep it like relevant. I feel like it's the same with like podcasts and stuff. If you ghost, you're not going to get pushed out. TikTok, it's honestly just my opinion. I feel like a lot of us have very similar opinions, and sometimes I'll have a thought to myself, just something random, and then I'll be like, oh, I bet no one thinks this, but like so many people do. So then I just share it, like literally the thing of milk, like random. But I was like, does anyone else have like a day in their house where you just never have groceries? Like, this is my milk today. Like, this is there's no raisin toast, like whatever. People then relate to that stuff. And even though it's so random, it's such low effort personal brand for me.
Yeah.
Whereas if I stress about like, I need to make sure I get a personal brand post up, I'm like overthinking, like, do I want to post this? Do I want to post that?
Yeah.
And especially
what does it look like?
Yeah. Especially when there's elements to me that I do keep more private. So I'm like, I don't want pressure to post private things. And I think as well, people think that. How am I supposed to share my personality and my personal brand without giving away X, Y, Z about my life? But I'm like, that is also personal brand, me just kind of talking about like my raisin toast for freaking breakfast.
Yeah.
Or pre-workout or whatever. Like then people are like, oh yeah, like love that. Like my clients bring up to me all the time just about like raisin toast and shit like that, because they know that I'm always having raisin toast. Just random shit like that, right?
That's the little things that people then resonate with you. They're probably going to be in Coles looking at the raisin toast and like, oh my God, that's Jess's favorite.
Yeah, or like even the Lamington Fiber Boost. Like I'm just like
every
obsessed.
time I go to a cafe and I see cookies, I think about you.
Why cookies?
I don't know, because I think when or like sweet treats, not necessarily cookies, but I'm like, I just think of you because you've reviewed so many different cafes and the hot cross bun series
hot
and
cross
all
buns,
that.
That's what my clients say a lot. Like when they see hot cross buns, they think of me.
I just think sweet treats, I think of you now. I used to think of myself because I love a sweet treat, but no, I think of you because I just think of you in the car.
Yes.
Trying these treats.
In my boyfriend's car, in the passenger seat eating.
Eating the treats. I'm like, oh, that's Jess.
My Instagram, I would say, is a bit more put together.
Curated, yeah.
I used to always put a lot of pressure on myself to like try to come up with new concepts and stuff when I wasn't as across content. But now I'm like rinse and repeat. Like very much same ideas, but different
angles.
Yeah, different angles, different language, seeing what works really, really well. And sometimes it's really like surprising. Like lately, healthy relationship, weight gain, and talking about relationships and stuff like that has really been popping off on my Instagram. And I'm like, well, this is the avenue of like so many inquiries have been coming in off the back end of that and stuff like that. People love to talk about it.
That's
and
so
I
interesting.
think it's normalizing that conversation.
I was going to say with TikTok and the whole skinny talk thing though, that's really interesting that's the perception or like positive perception that you're getting.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are like, we're in our early to mid 20s where maybe some people are just getting in their first kind of serious relationship where you're like out of school, maybe even out of uni. You have more like capacity to be like going to your partner's place and going out to dinners and like you're out and about more. So then now you're having this like weight gain that you haven't like experienced before because you're obviously eating out more, kind of neglecting your routine, whatever. But no one really talks about it. They're like, oh, you can have both within reason. Like, yes, you can have date night with your partner and like still lose weight and whatever. But like if you're eating out breakfast, lunch and dinner, like it's not fucking ideal.
It's also not balanced.
Yeah.
Do you know, like
yeah. But I think what's the definition of balance now? Because everyone's like, I'm so balanced. I'm having dinner out. Okay. But you also haven't hit your steps. You haven't done your session. Like the whole day went to shit and you had like a massive meal.
It actually looks like this instead of looking like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally like I'm going to probably spend 4 hours in the car today. I'll still get 8,000 steps. You know what I mean? Like I just don't even understand when people are all over the place with that. I'm like,
I hate the word balance. It's such, I think social media really has made it.
Because no one addresses it. So then everyone feels so guilty in their relationship. They're like, oh my God, why am I gaining weight? Like, why can't I get my shit together? Why am I so lazy? I'm like, you're not.
Yeah.
Your just routine has changed and you're trying to do shit that you used to be able to do, but you can't now because you're like commuting to your boyfriends or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And no one talks about it. Everyone's so like.
I think no one talks about the how. Like, how do you actually manage that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like trying to fit that life into this life. It's not going to, it's putting a putting a circle in a square box kind of thing. Like, or the other way around, whatever.
No, I know what you're saying. I think as well, because a lot of people haven't experienced it. Whereas I'm like, okay, well, I like gained 20 kilos. I was at the start of my relationship, blah, 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 blah. Like all these things happen. So it's like, not only does Jess like get what I'm going through, like she's actually like lived it. Yeah. And I think if people aren't even talking about it, we're not resonating with your content at all.
Did you think that would always be a big part of your content? Like for anyone that doesn't know, a big part of your content is your weight loss journey and your like lived experience. Did you go into your business with like, I'm going to share this or?
Not really. Sort of... I actually used to be like afraid to post my like progress photos. Really? I'd be like, I don't want people to see me like 20 kilos heavier. Like that's embarrassing, whatever. Like it's not embarrassing. Take your fucking progress photos. But like me and all my clients just take them. Like you'll regret not taking them. Genuinely. I don't have many photos from that time because I was like, I don't want to get in front of it and stuff like that. But again, that's another thing I talk about all the time that not many people do. So I
also think like looking back on when you've got the photos and you look back, you see how much further you've come than maybe you might not realize that at the start. So it is important to take that.
You look at yourself in the mirror every day. You're not going to notice you change. Your partner looks at you basically every day. You know?
I didn't know I put on like, I want to say like maybe like 5 kilos. Didn't seem like a lot, but it was a lot on me. This was when probably like 2021. I was 23.
Okay, I was going to say this is news
maybe not. I would have been like 23. I have a photo of me at my 23rd birthday and I was like a large gal.
Oh.
And I didn't ever feel that way. Mm-hmm. But looking back on it, I'm like, wow. Like that
and what was the timeline? Like what was going on at the time?
So I was 23. So what am I now? 29. So 6 years ago. So around COVID time. Or it was either pre or post. I don't really know because we were out for my birthday.
Yeah.
But it was like new relationship. Lots of like Uber Eats because we could and like COVID we were only walking, we couldn't go to the gym, like all of that sort of stuff and it was just over probably like I would say like 12-month period maybe. And then I got a coach because my Pilates instructor had launched her coaching business. She's now my best friend, funnily enough. And I just thought, oh, that seems like a good thing, like someone to help me like fitness. That would be great. And I really love Tess, like she's great, but whatever. And then looking back on all of that, I was like, wow, no one showed me these photos of myself. I wouldn't have seen how big the difference was.
Yeah, that's what I always talk about. You start your relationship, you're kind of like in that honeymoon phase. You're really like caught up. You want to see them as much as possible. And you then
go
secretly,
on all these dates and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit.
And you don't even realize.
No,
you
I didn't realize.
And it's up like 5 to 10 kilos. And you're like, what?
I didn't realize until Jared showed me the photo.
And was he showing you to show you that or just showing you the photo?
No, he was showing me to be like, wow, look how much weight you've lost. Like, like in Jared, a nicest way
Jared
possible.
is calling you out.
Yeah. Like I think I must have had a moment of like, oh, I just feel like I don't feel like my
myself,
body. I don't feel like that sort of thing. And he was like, but look at this photo. And it, like we always reference that one particular photo of the two. I'll have to find it and show you like this photo of the two of us because that's just the photo that we think of. And it's so funny because like even probably must have been like about a year after working with Tess, I wore the same outfit that I wore in that photo and I was a whole different human.
I love holding on to like outfits for that. Like not in a toxic way of I'm buying 4
No.
sizes down and I'm trying to lose the weight. No,
God,
but like
no, yeah.
holding on to a size and being like re-putting it on, being like, wow, like look at how
And it was like a
loose on me
stretchy
now.
outfit. So like
Yeah.
it still fit. It just fits so much nicer. Like, and I just look like a whole different human. I was like, I had like nice capped shoulders. I'm like, yes, she's got some muscle. Like how good. And I was just like a healthy weight. Also like healthy lifestyle. Because the lifestyle of that was like we would drink, we would go date night all the time and we'd see our friends and we then like the COVID thing and we were like, there was 5 of us because Jared lived with 3 housemates. So I would go there because then we could feel like we were not having a party, but like we could feel like we were seeing our friends without it being illegal.
Yeah.
And we would do like everyone makes a cocktail tonight and let's see whose is the best. So we'd be drinking 6 cocktails.
Yeah.
Like
and I bet
not
at the
healthy.
time you weren't even thinking like
No, we were just
anything
like,
of
it's fun.
it. And then I bet when you had the realization you were kind of like, oh fuck. Because no one talks about it.
No.
You almost feel like you're alone in this like situation, which is actually so universal.
It is.
So that is really what I do in my content. It's like talking about actual relatable experiences and like what shows up for you.
Yeah. I had a question. It's just gone from my brain.
It'll come back.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. I want to segue a little bit because we obviously talked about like healthy and lifestyle and the balance thing and stuff. What would you, like when you look at business and health and all of that, would you say that they're intertwined?
I feel like there's like extremes. With business, some people go really, really hard and business is their life. They don't have a life outside of it. A lot of people I actually see, and I look for this when I look for like business consulting and whatever. I want someone that isn't chained to their laptop 24/7. That like balance between working. Obviously, you're going to have seasons of being really busy, but God forbid you like get outside and get some fresh air. God forbid you're not like smacking on the gum and the energy drinks. Like I actually just want you to have a little bit of balance.
Almost that it's someone that has the life that you want.
Yeah, like that's literally
I
like I don't want to work with someone that doesn't even leave their house.
I agree.
That's just not what I want. So then I wouldn't go to them for like advice and things like that. And that's like the realization I had coming into this year of like I've just been working a lot and then obviously as well having in person those hours is like early morning, late nights or whatever. So then I would be like early morning in sessions, all day working on the business, working in the business, whatever. Nighttime sessions. And I was like, I'm literally working like 15-hour days, like doing all of this back to back, putting so much energy in it, doing all of this. Like, yes, online is like within your own time and whatever, but still. Yeah. And then back at night, like finishing 8:30 p.m. and I like do it again. And I was like, yes, this is better than being in the gyms and being on the floor like 40 hours a week, but it's like not ideal. And that's why going into this year, I was like, okay, I'm going to have extracurriculars. I'm going to be turning my phone off within reason at this like time. I'm going to like have like my do not disturb on when I'm at like extracurriculars because like, let's be real, you don't need to contact me at 8 p.m.
No.
So just like having a little bit of a life outside of it, but like also not like laptop Bali life. I'm just like, that's never, I don't even want to go to Bali. Not to be a hater, but I don't even want to go to Bali.
Really? I love Bali. Yeah. I've done Bali a few times. First time I went to Bali, I worked corporate full time. So I actually had holidays left. Good. Great. Didn't have to, well, I like to say I didn't have to think about work, but I did get multiple phone calls while I was there. Yep.
See, that's so annoying.
I had, we worked in like a sales training company. So like the sales trainers didn't know I was on leave. Someone should have told them. Like I had 2 of them call me. One of them was smart enough to hear the international dial tone and hang up and text me and go, hey, are you on holidays? And I was like, yeah, God. Don't call.
Because of the cost?
Yeah, because she heard the dial tone and then went, oh shit, like international. Yeah. The other one just like called through and left a voicemail and I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
Then it was like problems with passwords, problems with logins, and I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't like, I switched off, but like a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. The next time Jared and I went, I think I might have still been working, but not as much. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I can't remember now. But then the last time that we went, I planned no work because it was pre our wedding. That was our like
honeymoon vibe?
No, like bucks and like there was like 8 of us that went over. And we wanted to do that instead of having like a bucks in our hands.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to work, but I'm like working on my terms. So like anything that was retained work, I just like pre-planned. And then I had a couple of contractors come in and like do anything that needed to be done that didn't involve me. And then I was like, if there's an emergency, let me know. Mm-hmm. But like messages were available. I was like, just delays, like 2 days basically to get back.
Yeah.
And then I took like a handful of calls and I was like, this is peak life. I like people that are like Bali living. I get why they do that because I'm like, this was peak for me. But it was like a nice balance, like an intentional work trip.
Yeah.
And then our honeymoon, I had 5 weeks completely off. We went to the US and stuff, but I was like, I need no contact basically.
Yeah.
Because like I need a break.
When you come back, do you feel like everything's on fire though?
No.
Okay.
I used to. I used to have that like fear of, oh, my whole business is going to burn down. And then I started to implement systems and structure and do the back end stuff so that it wasn't like that. But I think, and maybe you, I don't know, have you been on a holiday since you've been
No.
busy business?
No. My passport's expired.
Oh, I need to redo mine too.
So I haven't been overseas in so long.
Do you feel that if you did, you would come back and be like, oh, fuck, the business is dead? Not
in that way. I feel like I actually can make content day of. I used to pre-plan and structure content like month of, do my emails a month in advance, do all my like hooks and captions and everything a month in advance. But now I just honestly spend like half an hour to an hour depending on what's in it, including like trial reels and different things as well, a day in it. Like just creating that day of, because as I said, I just feel like I'm creative. I can just put something together on the spot. Whereas when I'm pre-planning, first of all, by the time we get to date 30, it's old. It's over. I'm not talking about it anymore. And things switch so quickly. Like even me going into the relationship weight gain thing, had trial reels kind of really pop off on them. Cool. People want to see this. Divert. Like that's what I've been like kind of been doing now. Where before it was like maybe a bit more like PCOS focus, a little bit more like me, but like there's still that in there. But then now I'm like, whoa, we're going into this. So you notice there's like a fair few carousels on my page of like weight gain stuff.
Do you feel like it's gotten easier the more that you've done it?
For sure.
Yeah.
And people that say content's hard, you're like, actually haven't tried. You're
100%.
You're going to struggle with new things. Everything is hard when you start. Being an online coach can be hard because you don't know the systems. Going away and not having systems and whatever and feeling like everything's going to burn to the ground is going to be hard. You actually have to do the back end work or even experience it.
Yeah.
And then
do it.
Yeah. So many times there's so many fires and things. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like I didn't expect that and whatever. I feel like I shouldn't be dealing with this problem at this level and whatever. But it's just like every level you're going to have a new devil.
100%. I say it to clients all the time though. Content should be the easiest part of what you do.
Yeah.
Because you as a fitness coach, you live and breathe it, right? Like you've had your own experiences. You preach to clients all day, every day. You've got the knowledge. You've got the education. So like you should be able to talk about this shit underwater.
Yeah.
Like there's no tomorrow. So it's like.
Yeah. And stop doing things that feel hard. For me, I'm like, okay, I don't really want to film my whole workout mic'd up and have to spend 10 hours in CapCut editing and stuff. That feels hard for me. So I don't do it.
Yeah.
Who like made the rules that we have to do it? Just because you've seen like Hannah Pearson do really well with mic'd up
100%.
sessions doesn't actually mean that that's what's going to work well for you.
That's sort of like you need to take that approach though. If talking to the camera is going to take you too long to edit, don't start with that. Start with your carousels, your B-roll stuff, whatever's going to get content out quickly and easily and just to your audience, to your ideal client. Do that first. Then once you're like, cool, I've got this down pat. All right, I can progress to that mic'd up session. It's going to take me a while the first time, but in 3, 4, 5 months, it'll take me 20 minutes.
Yeah, and it's just being realistic. Like for me, I'm like, okay, I don't really want to film my sessions. Like I kind of just like my sessions to be a bit like switched off. Sometimes I'll find myself like kind of going into like client comms and I'm like, get out. Like you're literally just training for like 45 minutes. Like why do you need to go check? But if I'm filming and making it all work related, that's when you see a lot of PTs saying like, I'm hating like training. I'm feeling like really resentful of like my sessions and I don't want to get in the gym anymore. I've lost my passion. That's because all you're doing is thinking about content. You're checking how you look. You're filming it from an angle. You're wearing a cute outfit just so you can make it about your business. Sometimes I literally go down. Obviously, this is because I have my own gym, but I go down in like trackies and like a fugly jumper with probably stains on it. And I'm like, I'm not filming anything. I'm not posting anything. It probably looks like I don't train that often. I'm actually in there like 4 days a week, but it's just I am wearing my slides. Not even wearing proper fucking shoes. Like I'm not going to post it on my Instagram.
No, that's fair enough.
Because you can
separate too though, like even I fall into that trap where it is a bit of I'll go into the gym and I'm like, oh, I'll just reply to that client because I'm training at 2:00 in the afternoon. So I'm like on hours.
Yes.
And I'm like, you know what? I actually can go to the gym and have an hour to myself and it will be okay.
Yes.
But I think it's just you fall into that. I don't want to say complacency. It's probably the wrong word, but you do fall into that where you're like, oh, I'll make this or I'll do that. Or, I don't have that. Obviously I'm marketing, not fitness, but I still film my sessions.
Yeah.
And it is that thing.
It's still personal brand.
Yeah. And I'll post that and I'll take the selfie and I'll do whatever. And then sometimes I'm like, nah, we just headphones on. No, I'm not like, do not disturb. We're not talking to anyone. We're not filming anything. Coach can just like be okay with not getting videos today.
But I also think as well, like, and I know it's a little bit different, but for me, for fitness, I'm like, no one's going to die if I don't reply within an hour or two. If they're getting
said the
form
same thing.
feedback, advice or whatever, they've already done their session.
I had a
So they
friend-
actually don't even need that for a week, Jess. So I don't think you need to reply in 1 minute because the session is next week.
Yeah, they're not going to die. It's going to be
Yeah,
fine.
like, of course I get back to them like that day type thing, but it's like, I don't need to do it right now.
We have like a friend of mine said it's PR, not ER. No, it's PR, not ER. She said to me like, so like public relations is a bit different, but like basically like we're posting content for people.
Yeah.
It's not brain surgery.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're so fucking right. And I get it from a client perspective that they may feel like, oh my God, a post didn't go out. This is the worst thing in the world. It's like, babe, we can post it tomorrow.
Yeah.
No one noticed that you didn't post on Monday and we're posting on Tuesday instead. It's okay.
Yeah.
And like, I think everyone should sort of maybe approach business in that same way, or content even in that same way. It's like, okay, cool. You didn't get it up today. No worries. No one's dying. It's all good. Just do it tomorrow. But like, don't fall into the laziness of just never doing it.
Sometimes like my carousels will take me like a little bit more, like my talking videos, right? Because you're editing. But if I genuinely don't have time that day, I'm like, cool, 5 to 7 seconds, music, trending audio, whatever video, done. That takes 5 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
it's easy.
And if you know your ideal client and you know who you want to work with and all of the things, it should not be hard.
I think too, I don't know if this, I'm assuming this is for you, but your ideal client is obviously older you, like younger you, sorry, like previous pastime you.
Yeah, but like not that age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the experience and stuff and what you're doing. Yeah. I think for a lot of, at least what I see in the fitness industry, a lot of fitness coaches, their ideal client is themselves X amount of years ago. Mm-hmm. So really in that regard, it shouldn't be hard to get a post up every day, right?
I think it's because a lot of fitness coaches are worrying what everyone's doing. And like we see this in business groups. They come in and I'm watching everyone else. I'm copying everyone else. I've been in groups before where girls have literally copied my content, word for word, music, concept, everything. And I'm just like,
crazy.
I'm 10 steps ahead of you though, because I posted it first. I've done it first. Like, and just because it did well on my page, because my ideal clients resonate, like doesn't actually mean that's a viral concept that you should copy. I don't know why you're copying it.
Yeah. What would be your advice to any coaches or any business owners listening that are potentially like in that comparison trap or like, oh, I need to copy that post. That was really good. Like, what is your advice for staying in your own lane?
It's not even a thing of like unfollowing and removing yourself, because I think a lot of people do that and then you get a bit disconnected from actually having like-minded, like networking with coaches. And I think I've been in a place before where I'm like, oh, I feel so alone. Like, is this a normal problem? And before I kind of came into like being with a consultant, whatever, being told like this is normal. I'm in so many businesses, this is normal. Like I wouldn't have known. So I think it's good to have connections in the industry as well to like even just discuss just things that are going on.
Mutual.
Because you don't actually realize what's involved. So I wouldn't say like muting and disconnecting yourself from people, but I would say if you have an idea, write it down. Wake up in the morning and think about ideas, not pressure, but like thinking like, what do I want to talk about? Who do I want to be seen as? Whatever, rather than going online looking for inspo. I literally don't scroll through reels. Actually, really? You know what? My reel page is so like just funny, goofy now.
Mine's
like
the same.
I don't have fitness people on it. It's like inspo, motivation, but not even fitness, like just like, you know, everyday one.
Stuff that you
because
enjoy.
I don't go and consume other people's stuff because I don't really care. Meaning like, why would I go? I'm not looking for fitness advice.
Yeah.
So why would it be on my feed? You know what I mean?
That's very true.
So I think you actually need to like get off your phone.
Kind of change the algorithm a little bit or just not be on there, like you said.
Or like, why are we consuming the things that make us feel shit?
Very true.
It doesn't make sense.
Mic drop.
Literally. I had a client recently tell me that she kind of wanted to compete in high rocks and stuff. She'd set that goal. She'd never told me that goal.
Oh.
And I was like, this is news to me. Then obviously high rocks was on a few weeks ago. And then she's like, I just felt so shit about myself. And I'm like, honestly, I didn't even see any high rocks content.
Yeah.
I was like, you're consuming it to then like feel shitter about yourself. Like you're watching it. You know what I mean? So I was like, you need to change what you're looking at. Why is your whole
and
page
your
full of
brain, a client told me this because she's really big in the like NLP and like mindset sort of space. So she was saying that like your brain is only going to tell you the information that you feed it. So if you tell yourself that you're shit, that's what you're thinking because you'll keep telling yourself that. You're like validating that thought versus if you start to do things to change that or you tell yourself otherwise, then your brain's like, wow, we have evidence that we're not shit. We can do that thing. It is really easy for us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was really interesting. And that makes sense too. It's the same when you consume content. If you are telling yourself like, oh, that person's better than me or that person does this better than me or they did that, they're so successful, I'm not. well, obviously you're going to feel shit about yourself because your brain's just going to validate that every single time.
Yeah. And like, obviously we're humans. I'm human. I'm going to have a shit day,
course.
whatever. But I'm not going to try post content and post stories and put pressure on myself to get stuff out if I'm having a shit day.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the be or end all. Sometimes I don't have a freaking post on my story. Whatever. Like, it's not, I'm not going to just put something out to get something out. Sometimes I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not in my Instagram all day. And the busier I've gotten, the harder I find it is to like get stories up. And like, I've actually just sat at my laptop for like half the day today. I have nothing to post apart from my stinky ass dog on my lap. Like,
you know what? People love to see the dog.
I did post her the other day, like, and us working on the potty. But I think everyone feels so much pressure to like be at a cafe every day and like be out on a beach walk and be with friends and whatever. I'm like, I literally live somewhere where there's no footpaths. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect. Just post this freaking uneven ground.
I love that.
It's like not that deep.
No, and I think people do get in their heads about it has to be perfect, it has to be this, it has to be that, but it's like, actually just post the content.
Yeah,
make it easy.
Yeah, I've come to the realization in the last like 6 months I'm not aesthetic, and
I'm the same.
I'm like a low maintenance girl. Like maybe I'll do some high maintenance things like getting my brows done or whatever so that they like last. But I'm not going to be wearing a full face makeup every day, and I felt so like weird for like not having like really cute business clothes or like being makeup and like hair done like really nicely every single day and showing up in this like rich way. Yeah. And then I was like, but it's just like not me. And also if I walked into a session wearing like this outfit, my clients would be like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Yeah. like that is not your outfit.
But like we're in a gym setting.
Yeah,
so
doesn't
like
make sense.
I'm like, why are we presenting as like someone like we're not? Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. So once I was like, that's just not me, and I kind of accepted that I'm not going to be cute, aesthetic. Yeah. Like, what's it called? ASMR. I can't do any of that shit. No. I'm just going to be me. And if you don't like it, there's the door.
That's the best thing about personal brand though, right? That it is, if you just be yourself, you're going to attract people that like you are your service, right? Like people want to work with Jess. They're not like, oh, I'm looking for a PT. It's like, I'm looking for the right PT.
Yeah.
How do I find that? Oh, do I connect with her? Yeah, she's a vibe. Like, oh, she never wears cute clothes? Me either. Great. She never wears makeup? Me either. Great. Like, mutual connection. Like that's, I don't know. I'm the same. I'm like, I don't wear makeup every day and I fucking hate wearing makeup because because I don't wear it every time I do.
You like touch your face?
Skin breaks. My skin breaks up, but I do touch my face and then I forget and I'm like, oh, fuck, I've just like ruined it, whatever. Yeah. I love doing it because I'm like, yeah, it's so fun. I feel like so put together, but it's not my vibe. And like my client calls, they're jumping on these calls and I am in a hoodie or a t-shirt or whatever. Like I'm not wearing makeup. I'm not put together. Yeah. I've got my blue light glasses on so I can see the screen for 8 hours and be okay with it. And my hair is in a bun. And they're like, yeah, cool. That's what we're buying into. But they know that because that's what my socials look like. Yeah. Or they know that I'm wearing the same striped shirt every week for the rest of time.
I think as well, like if I go on your page and I don't even know what you sound like, next.
Oh, like no connection.
I don't like go audit people or anything, but sometimes like if I'm like this, that sounds so real. But like if I sometimes like go, I'm looking for a service or something and I'm wanting something. If I've gone to your page and it's taken me this long to hear what you sound like and I'm going through all your stuff and you're not consistent and stuff like that, it does give me the ick a little bit. I'm like, okay, well, what's your service like? How consistent are you at replying and like actually being actively on there? If you're only posting on Instagram once a week, I'm like, what does that tell me? If you aren't talking and I don't know what your voice sounds like, there's just like no trust.
I feel like, I was going to say the talking to camera is the biggest and quickest trust builder. Also like connection. But because if you think about it, like if you're going on a date with somebody, you're going to talk to them over dinner, for example. Yeah. You're going to build connection really quickly. Imagine if you just didn't talk the whole dinner. Yeah. You're not going to know anything about them. You're not going to know what they sound like. You're not going to know if they're funny. Instagram's exactly the same. Yeah. That's how I explain it to clients. I'm like, think about going on a date and you're talking to them. Instagram's the same. We're over a screen. Like we do need to talk to the screen to get people to be like, oh, wow, Jess is so funny, or Jess pokes fun at herself, or Jess does this, or Jess sounds like that. Easiest way to connect with somebody.
And in like a world of automation, I'm sending voice messages to everyone. You're inquiring with me, I'm sending you a voice message. Like you don't have to send one back, but I'm like sending them back and forth like nonstop because I'm like, I want you to know I'm in here replying. I'm actually reading your thing. Like you just never know with like bigger businesses and brands. You're like, who the fuck am I talking to?
I even remember I did, you know how you can like do a trigger word in ManyChat?
Yeah.
I like did the trigger word, but I didn't have the ManyChat set up because I was like, I'm not going to have a lot of volume. And like I was sending messages manually. So I had a few people that commented it. I think it was like 3 or something. And I would send a message and be like, hey, just so you know, this is actually me. I don't have ManyChat set up. because I don't have high volume. Here is what you've asked for. If you've got any questions, let me know, blah, 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 blah. And people were like, oh, wow, great. Like, thanks so much. And it started conversation because I wasn't using the automation tool. And like, don't get me wrong, if you have hundreds of comments or whatever, fair enough, you need it. But like,
I think for inquiries though, come on. If someone's inquiring to work one-to-one with you, God forbid you
have a
one-to-one and like have a conversation.
Right. I do all my one-to-one inquiries. They come through the like form. They're getting a voice note.
Yeah.
And it starts with, hey, sorry, I'm a yapper, but like if you don't want to yap back, that's so fine. Just type back, all good. But like this is just how I do things.
Yeah.
And all of them go, oh my God, I love a voice note.
Really?
I'm like,
obviously
great.
in different industries, but I've recently learned that people find them to be like a bit
Really?
uncomfy, not their vibe. Like
I just want people to know that I'm like excited that
yeah,
I don't know, I'm excited and I'm
I want
happy
them
to
to
talk
hear
to them.
my tone of the question.
Yeah.
'Cause if I read a question, I'm like sometimes a bit confused how they like mean that or whatever. Voice note, you just know. It's like actually talking to a friend.
Well, I come in with like one of my questions in my form is around like what they kind of struggle with and what they want to achieve with their like content. So I'm like, if I'm asking you like, hey, Jess, like I know you mentioned blah, blah, blah. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? For me, if I were to type that, it sounds so salesy. But my tone of voice is like, oh, I just want to understand more so I can know if I'm going to be able to help you or not.
Yeah, salesy and like long-winded. Like you're asking too much and then you kind of lost them because they're like, oh, that's like a lot. I don't know how I'm going to answer that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I just want to have a chat with you, but I don't want to get on the phone and try to book a time because that's annoying and that's salesy to me.
And then the back and forth and trying to pick it all up and put it all in place. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's very, very true. All right. Well, I don't know how long we've been yapping for. Holy shit. I was like, that says 47 minutes. Okay, well.
We can wrap it up.
If you were to give anyone... Okay, I'm going to go two ways. I want two pieces of advice from you.
Okay.
One for content. Anyone that like wants to do content, they're nervous, they're whatever, like give them a piece of content advice. And then let's do a piece of like health and fitness because that's obviously your jam.
If you want to start content, literally just start taking photos, full stop. Not even like getting it. You don't even need to post it straight away. I think you need to get comfortable and familiar with like actually just like, oh, this is a cute cafe. I'm going to take a photo. This is like, and I'm guilty of sometimes I'll like put my phone away and I'm trying to be present. I'm not taking photos and I'm like, what the fuck? I think we need to like get better at just like putting our camera out. I think a lot of us are like, oh my God, my screen time. That is not associated with your camera roll. You can reduce your screen time and still take photos. My screen time
is like 11 hours. I'm like so ashamed. Actually, it's not always 11 hours, but like this week it was 11 hours.
Someone get this girl a brick.
I really
Did you get
need. Nope.
Oh. The sale's over now. Anyway,
I will get one. It's fine.
It doesn't matter.
Honestly, I don't want to wait for it in the mail is my problem. So if anyone knows where to get a brick. It would have already
come by now.
No, it was coming from like overseas somewhere.
Oh.
It was like US because it was in USD.
Is it?
I went into JB Hi-Fi. They don't have one. He told me that I can set up like a credit card and tap the credit card. It's essentially the same thing. I was like,
oh, I have seen that.
I'm not tech gal.
I used to use Opal and it just like locks your apps.
I used one of those, but it
started pissing me off.
Yeah.
I started just like busier with inquiries and whatever, and then my Instagram would be like fucking locked, and I'd be like, oh my God, break, and then it would just kept like
that was what
like
I
it would
was
give
doing.
me like a 15-minute break, and then I would go over the 15-minute break, and I'm like, so I just deleted it recently. But
I think if I bricked, I just like would, I don't know, I'd brick it after hours or something.
That just goes to show though, like not making yourself wrong for that, because I was like, oh my God, I'm so wrong for being in Instagram for 2 hours. No, actually I had like 20 inquiries to get back to. That's why I was in Instagram, not because I was scrolling.
Forget sometimes that my job is to post for people. So like a lot of that time is in 6 client accounts, scheduling, posting, like doing whatever we need to do. I can't be bricked if I need
like you're
to
not
do
gonna
that.
catch me in bed in the middle of the day scrolling on TikTok. Like that's not what I'm doing. But I might have TikTok on listening to like a really good like story time while I'm like making lunch or whatever. God forbid. My advice for fitness, what do you mean? Like getting into it?
I don't know. I guess maybe I don't even know. I don't want to do a business owner perspective because like that's just whatever. I don't know. General health and fitness. Just like wanting to be living a healthier lifestyle.
If it's going to be like basics, obviously just like looking at your food, looking at your intake.
No, I don't want basics. Give me your rogue shit. Like what's something rogue that you're like, or like left of field, opinionated?
Stop relying on weight loss drugs and get a coach.
Love.
Obviously that is like, obviously like within
and now
reason.
We plug.
Obviously, obviously within reason. Like if you like, I have clients that do take stuff. I have clients that like want to take stuff. If you are already small and you like just have a little bit of body fat to lose, even if that's 10 kilos, I still say that's like a little bit, because I'm not talking about like people that are actually like, genuinely like diabetic, getting Ozempic, whatever. You can actually do it naturally. Don't be lazy. You're just going to gain it back when you stop taking the medication, because you cannot afford to spend $400 a month on this medication, even more upwards. Like, that's ridiculous.
So crazy.
No one can afford to keep up with that for however long. 50 years you're going to keep up with that. So actually learn the habits, actually do it properly.
Yeah, I love that. And now
come and see me. It's Jess Hugo on Instagram.
That lead into your plug.
Inquiries in my bio. It's Jess Hugo. Or you can come to my podcast if you're like, I just need advice. Doing it anyway.
Where can they listen to the podcast?
Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Everywhere.
Love that. And TikTok?
No excuses. Oh, my TikTok, I think it's Jess Hugo.
If they want some rogue shit.
Yeah. If you want to see that I don't have groceries on a Friday.
That's where they find you.
Or that my eye's a little bit fucked up, but you can find out more over there.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, Queen.
Hopefully you guys, do I look at the camera? I don't know. I'm not used to it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, subscribe. Is it subscribe?
Follow.
Oh, shit.
Rate her podcast 5 stars. Turn the notification on for her weekly notifications.
Thank you.
I've just realized that's a thing.
Learned today, Jess has taught me that there's a little bell button that you can turn it on. You'll be notified when I upload every week, because I do upload every single week. But yeah, follow. I always get that wrong. I always say subscribe. Follow, 5-star rating.
Well, if they're on YouTube.
Comments.
Are you also on YouTube?
This will be, because it's video.
Subscribe.
All of the things. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.